So like we promised, we'd come back to you with a little review of the candle when it's actually lit on, like now. So that's what we did today. We decided to start with the Polynesian, just because the Polynesian is very dear to us.
Polynesian is always fun.
It's always fun, yeah, absolutely. So here it is. This does not come with a jar, just making sure that you guys get the correct info what you're seeing here. This actually comes with the bigger Yankee Candle jars, like this one that we have here. So, and this is to help prevent you cats from burning themselves. For those of you that don't own cats, for some reason, this dancing flame is very attractive to cats. We have Luna in the beginning, when we got them as kittens, burning her whiskers off and her eyebrows. It sounds painful that it is, but you know, they have longer whiskers, longer eyebrows, so they stick out. So yeah, that was too funny. But she learned, and now she's not coming anywhere near the flame. But now, of course, we have that little guy right there. And he's a kitten. He likes to explore, discover everything. So still making...
It's a nice flame, and that's because it is soy wax and paraffin wax together.
Soy wax and paraffin wax. Got that?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you are like us, and we know a lot of you that are watching us have the same preference when it comes to candles. If you're like us, you love the Yankee Candles, but sometimes you like to try out other smells, if I might say, like this. We sense it, yeah. What you can do is, once you have a Yankee Candle big jar finished, clean it and just keep it, and get one of these little glasses for the votives. That way you can have a holder for your votives. So that's why that one is standing right there. So yeah, so we just lit this one on. We'll get back to you to tell you how what we think of it now that it's lit on. Like we said in the video, sometimes it tends to smell different. When you smell a candle before it was lit on, it tends to smell different than when you're actually using it and it's burning. So that's why we're doing this. We'll be coming back to you. So guys, Mike just reminded me that we should actually tell you about each and every one of these candles, as we've used them, as we've tried them out, like we promised in the first review video that we made. And I'll put a link or something in the outro, the video, if you haven't seen it. So far we have tried, actually in this order, we've tried the Polynesian. The Polynesian has this very warm, sweet smell, but in a good way, I must say. Yeah, in a good way. Mike, what would you say? Do you remember how it smelled?
Yeah.
It's the one that I told you that it smells sweet and warm, but I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah.
It smelled different burning than in the pot.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're doing this, because we already suspected that. It does smell different.
I liked it better.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not so overpowering as when you smell it in the pot.
You know what I can give? Yeah. Did you guys catch what Mike said? It's not as overpowering as when you smell it before you burn it up. You light it on. Maybe what I can help you, but at least it's always your personal opinion. It's very subjective. So this is not a fact, but it does smell. My sisters, when they were little, sometimes they would get these dolls from my father, and when they would open them up, the dolls would smell like a mix of chocolate and bananas. That's how this smells.
I think this one is more pineapple-y.
Yeah, it has the pineapple. True, that also. Yeah. Anyway, it smells like something tropical put together.
Yeah, tropical smell.
A very tropical smell, yeah. Whatever that is, like a dessert or anything. It has something tropical. So yes. So, does it remind you of the Polynesian? I don't know if you can say it that way because we're smelling this with our nose right on top of the candle. But in the Polynesian, you just walk and whatever scent there is that you use, it's evenly, distributed through the air. So, but yes, it can remind you of the Polynesian. Yeah, honestly. Enough about that. Let's go to Over California. Yeah, this one still smells like Over California.
Oranges.
Yeah, smells oranges. We've used this one last night. What do you guys? What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it? Does it? Does it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought so.
Yeah, me too. I must say, oh, you guys, I keep smelling them because they smell so good. Today, we're trying out the Dead Man Tell No Tale.
Yeah, which is one of their all-time favorites. So I have to admit I've not smelled anything yet. But
Okay.
it's supposed to remind you of Pirates of the Caribbean. So
I'm not smelling anything also, but
it's not lit that long. So maybe we'll have to wait a moment.
True. Yeah. Look, it's still new. So that actually goes for all of them, to be honest. Although, yeah, no, this one we have used like a whole evening. This one too. This one we just lit it on like a half hour ago, maybe. So we're not smelling anything yet. But when you're close to it, it smells like that scene in the Pirate where everything is burning. That's what it reminds me of mostly. That's what I'm getting of this. Like I said, and I think the first time that I smelled this, I think I said that it reminded me of the burning of Alexandria, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's what I'm getting of this. But then again, guys, sometimes I have troubles with smelling because of my nose. But anyway, yeah, so far so good. Conclusion, so far so good. And we still have about 5 to go. So guys, today we're doing the over Africa. That's what's on the table. So we can't tell you about that one, but we already experienced the smell of the animation hall. And I must say, it was good.
Yeah, very good.
Again, for me, it was a very subtle. It's always subtle. It's not a strong smell. If you're looking for very strong candles, then I would say this is probably not what you should get. But it's just a subtle smell that stays around. It's really good. And I think that's what I can say. Mike? Yeah, Mike agrees. So, yeah. Guys, for some reason, the Over Africa keeps going out. This is the second time that it happens. I don't know what the deal is with this one, with this specific candle, Over Africa. It smells really, really good, let me tell you that. It smells really, really good. This is so far probably my favorite. But yeah, it has a problem. It doesn't stay lit. So Mike just came into the room and he had the idea to empty the melted wax. So I just did that, and now, as you can see, there is, we uncovered much of this thing.
The wick.
And now I'm going to light it on fire. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, this could work. All right. Yeah, I see a completely different flame.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, let's see how it goes.
So, the next one is Over Fiji. I was expecting much from this one because the smell is really divine, but when we lit it on, I personally did not notice any scent at all. I don't know about Mike. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, it was very weak.
It was very weak.
Yeah. That's
a recurring thing actually for a couple of them, to be honest.
Yeah, not all.
Yeah, not all of them, no. Over Africa was really good.
Yeah. that one I really like.
Yeah, so but yeah, there are a couple that are really weak. Your nose is almost not able to pick up the scent. So but anyway, and the same thing goes for this one. So we have one last one, which is the Christmas tree.
Over India.
We still have one over India? Didn't do that one already? Okay, well, then over India it is. Buckle up, you guys are gonna fly over India. So guys, last night we had this over India, and I think what I can say about this is what I said about some of these candles. Again, the scent is very subtle slash almost too weak to pick up by my nose, but I don't have the best nose for this, so I'm just saying. And I think Mike would agree on me with me on this. So we have one last, which is Days of Christmas. And although it's not Christmas yet, but we're just gonna try it out for you guys. Otherwise, this little review follow-up won't be finished. So last night we had this on. We lit this one on Days of Christmas, and I must say this one was really good. We can be very sure about that one. This one was good. The scent was strong enough, and it was present, all the time. You could smell it, but not like in a strong way. It was just perfect. This one I loved. So there are a couple. There are a couple between what Mike got. They are actually good. But for now, like I said, we showed you that we got some Christmas votives, candles from the Yankee Candle. And guys, just by putting them up like this, makes the room smell so good. And like Renee, we also have a couple that we got for the fall season that we're going to burn up before we start with the Christmas. The holidays one. So, but guys, it smells so good. And you know the one that I smell the most all the time when you come into the living room is this one, Red Apple Wreath. So get a couple of these and just put them somewhere, and they make your room smell so good all the time. They're really strong enough to do that. Oh, I love it. Just love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.